team has handled having the bye week with balance and keeping the momentum going from the first 2 weeks of the regular season?
I mean, we'll find that out when we have the next game. But for the guys that stayed behind here and didn't have national team duty, I think we've taken the opportunity to work our butts off in training, and that's what I expected, and that's what we needed to have, that kind of mentality and attitude. And so that's good. So far, so good.
The success on offense is really keyed by the success on defense. What have you guys done different in these first few games in terms of the guys switching back, fullbacks going up, midfielders coming back?
I mean, it starts with everybody buying in, playing defense. I think, you know, if you have wingers or strikers who are not down to interchange positions and defend maybe here and there, then it's not going to happen. But I think we've had good communication and good willingness to sacrifice for each other on offense and on defense, and that's what leads to, you know, an overlap from Brad behind Victor, and then if it doesn't come to fruition, then Victor, because he's the further man back, taking that responsibility to then track back and make sure that we're okay defensively. So I think everybody has to buy in as a unit, and that's kind of given us a bit more breadth or depth in offense, because we're coming from different angles, and I think that makes it unpredictable and difficult for opponents. But still some things to shore up for sure. But so far I love seeing the attitude that we have on offense and on defense.
Goalkeeper's kind of like the point guard, the way this game's evolved. How much pride and have you taken into the distribution of the ball once you get it and getting it out there in transition?
It's a fine line, and you keep trying to find that, right? Because all our lives we've been taught risk versus reward, and some balls that you in the modern game you're playing out were deemed way too risky back in the day. So it still is trying to find that balance, because yes, we want to maximize maintaining possession, but we want to also, you know, be able to switch things up, right? If I keep going short, then teams are just going to step high. So you need to have alternatives. You need to have guys who maybe find the pockets in the middle, or you know, someone like Jordan who can then be stretch the team. We can, with one pass, go behind them, keep them on their toes. Maybe next time they stay back, and it opens things up again for us to play out of the back. So again, you have to find that balance of how much is good, and where is it too much, and it's a constant struggle and something we're trying to work on.
First Cascadia match of the season coming up this weekend. What are you expecting from the game up at BC Place against Vancouver?
It's always difficult, you know. There's some pride involved there, and you know, we've had a decent start, and they're looking for a big result, and derbies like that can be the thing that kickstarts your run. So it's going to be difficult. They have a good side. I think they've made a couple additions that are very, very dangerous. Obviously, Montero coming back. It's one we know well, but one that it's hard to prepare for, right? He's lethal, and some of the guys around him are very dangerous as well. So I think for us, it's going to be, again, finding we're going to be away from home, so maybe you cannot be as much on the front foot, but we do want to impose our style at times. Right? At times you want to run the show, but there's also times where maybe we want to catch our breath, stay compact, and be hard to beat, and be good defensively. So that'll be the trick to it. I think whoever manages that best will find joy in the game.
Last time you were in Vancouver, you guys were raising the Cascadia Cup trophy. It was part of that big undefeated stretch last fall. Are there any changes or different feelings when you're going back to play in a place where you know you've gotten positive results in the past?
For sure, it helps. Yeah, you roll those replay highlights through your brain. You know the stadium, you know the feelings you felt there last. Those are things you can't hide. So, and if you've gone somewhere and you've had an absolute shocker, those are also feelings you can't hide and you have to deal with. So we've been able to find a little joy up there and able to celebrate as well. So I think those are feelings we need to recall and we need to use to boost our confidence in going up there and like I said, finding a good balance of absorbing but also imposing our style and going after it.